Around 2 months ago, I made a video talking about Simple and Nico. And towards the end, I said that Nico is the worst choker in Major history.
And Simple sitting no!
And well, somehow, I don't know how, he just keeps outdoing himself major after major after major. Because without exaggeration, I genuinely just think I witnessed the worst choke in modern Counter-Strike history. When you add all of the context of what just happened into this game, it has to be. And of course, it's partially due to our boy, Nico. Now, we need to add some context to what just happened. This wasn't like a team that was up 12-1 and lost the game. This wasn't a liquid choke to FaZe. When you add all of the context in this, it's unbelievable. Let's just start, okay? Alert, alert, extremely important Garmour announcement. The people over at Skin.Club were nice enough to allow me to give all of their money away to you guys. That's right, Garmour and Skin.Club are partnering up to give away a factory new Bowie knife tiger tooth, a minimal wear off print stream, and a factory new AK-47 frontside Misty. What's Skin.Club? I'm happy you asked. Skin.Club is only available to those 18 years old or older. And remember, make sure to play safe and only deposit what you're willing to lose. Skin.Club is one of the biggest case opening websites on the planet with a completely provably fair and honest system. Along with this, you can open free cases every single day. They even have a battle system where you can play other players along with an upgrade system. And to keep things fresh, they have new events every month that bring new cases and giveaways. You can get started today by using one of their various deposit methods such as card, PayPal, or even your old skins. But wait, if you use my link in the description, you will get a 7% deposit bonus. 7%? That's freaking crazy! All you have to do to get entered to win one of these 3 skins is subscribe, and by using code Garmour on Skin.Club. The giveaway will be open for a few weeks. There will be an announcement in the Discord a couple days before it ends, and we will be picking winners live on stream. Anyways, thank you to Skin.Club for sponsoring the video, and important announcement over. Saudi org Falcons, right? They have $8 quadrillion supported by the Saudi government, oil money, they have the whole thing. Blah, blah, blah. They've been dog shit for years. They finally have a real team. They win Bucharest with Dexter, and then they add Monacy. Now, throughout literally all of this year, Falcons has been the second best team in the world without a doubt. Since adding Monacy, they've been damn near unstoppable if it wasn't for Vitality currently having their era. They made the finals of Melbourne and lost to Vitality, and honestly, they probably should have won. Another classic choke. Made the finals of Blast Rivals, and of course, lost to Vitality. Made the semis of Dallas, where they then lost to Vitality. They have been the second best team in the world, only losing out to Vitality literally all year. And after this organization spent millions and millions of dollars for the heroic core of Kixen, Tesses, and Dexter to get a top 10 spot in the world, then millions and millions more for the best rifler of all time, Nico, and then millions and millions and millions more for Monacy, being the second best team in the world, only really losing to Vitality in the playoffs. Falcons goes into the first major of 2025, the Austin Major, as favorites to make the finals, at least. So they start in stage 2. When all the major invites went out, they weren't ranked high enough to get straight into stage 1. So we're going straight to stage 2. It shouldn't be an issue, right? It's the second best team in the world, filled with a bunch of meh, fine teams in stage 2. Theoretically, the only teams that should be somewhat competitive with this Falcons team is the 7th ranked team in the world, Heroic, with the team they bought the core from. FaZe with a 47-year-old, previously half-retired Simple. And then other than that, it's just mediocre top 10 to top 30-ish teams in the world. So we go into this major, and these fuckers lose to just 5 friends from Ukraine. They lose to Bait. And maybe the scariest part of all of this, it wasn't really close. They lose 13-8 to Bait. Monacy drops a 0.7 rating. He is looking god-awful. He's been carrying them for the past month or so. Everyone in the team, especially Nico's, been kind of underperforming, with Monacy still popping off. I think he had like a 119 over the past month. So when your star player, you're supposed to be best player, is not performing, it's not great, but it's a BO1. The players just weren't on. They just need to get warmed up. So they go into the 0-1 game against Lin Vision. Lin Vision. Do you guys even know who Lin Vision is? Once again, 5 Chinese buddies. They're just here having a good time. They barely made this stage in the first place. And in the match before this, just got blown out 13-4 against Furia. For a team like Falcons, this should be a walk in the park. They lose 13-9. Monesi is the worst player on the team. Back-to-back 0.7 ratings. He is shitting the bed. Falcons looks dog shit in back-to-back matches. They're 0-2. But even still, it's Nico and Monesi. This org has put millions and millions of dollars into this team. Surely they at least look good in the best of threes. Their first best of three, they beat OG. And we're like, okay, it didn't look great against OG. It went to 3 maps. But they won the last map fairly convincingly, 13-6. You're like, okay, Falcons, maybe they're back. And then they have to play MIBR. They win the first map, 13-6. Lose the second map, Nuke. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. We're going to a third map against MIBR. We just lost Nuke. It's MIBR. Safe is like the second lowest rated opper in all of tier 1, 1.5. The whole team is mid besides Insani. This should be an easy win, but that leads us to one of the wildest, worst choked maps I have ever witnessed in my entire life. We need to go break down this entire Inferno game because I am still in disbelief. I knew Nico had a major curse. I did not know it was that bad. I couldn't imagine in my wildest dreams it would be that bad. Here's the first important part of this game, okay? After the billions and millions of dollars, Nico and Monesi, we're down 4-10 against goddamn MIBR. Before this game, they're ranked, what, the 20th best team in the world? How is this happening, right? Nico is 2-9. Guys, the Nico major curse, major choke, it's a real thing. You can't even argue that it's just like, maybe it's mental. No, maybe it is mental. This is a real thing. Explain to me how this happens. Every goddamn major. He's even giving it over to Monesi. Anyways, because MIBR is a little dookie, of course they somehow throw, and we go into overtime. And you're thinking, okay, now we're in overtime. Maybe we can finally start to lock this shit in. Nico's still 6-13, but maybe we have a chance. So Falcons being the better team, at least they should be the better team in theory, they are the first one to get to 15, right? But it's still neck and neck for the most part. We then have Insani walk through a top banana smoke and do this to Kixin. But he's blind. We're half blind. It doesn't matter. Nico curse in full effect. Let's get her going. We're going to double OT, baby. And of course, the round literally after, all of MIBR just gets absolutely wiped. You couldn't do this one round prior, gentlemen. I mean, like, it's unbelievable.
Would you believe it if I said that's only Nico's second multi-kill in 31 rounds of play?
His second multi-kill in 31 rounds of play? It's goddamn Nico! How are we choking against MIBR? So we get to this point, and because Falcons are Falcons, they win the first 2 T rounds. They're up 18-17. And if you watch this game live, you know what the fuck is about to happen. We just have to break down this entire round, okay? Start of the round, Nico randomly sprays through a smoke and gets an opening pick. You've won the past 2 T rounds in a row. You have all the momentum, and now you are in a 5v4. They then execute B. They have all of B site. MIBR on one of the worst maps to retake has to try and retake B. This should be damn near impossible. And for the icing on the cake, Magisk spams one through the smoke. You're in a 5v3 post plan on B site. This round is unlosable. And Tessa's peaks. Oh, freeze frame! Hold on. Tessa's peaks and whiffs. Monesi. Ah! That's impossible. Ah! Ah! Oh, why did you flick to the right, buddy?
And simple sitting.
That should be impossible! Even after that travesty, Falcons still lock in to win the next round. We're in triple OT. We just witnessed the worst throw of all time. But it is still Falcons. It's still m0NESY and Nico. We're in triple OT. They can still win. They get wiped. I mean, they just get wiped the next round. It's just awful. Just awful round. And then the next round, Nico's in a 1v4. They just... at this point, it looks like they're running out of gas. It's 20-19. You guys need another flawless half if you even want to win this series. Otherwise, you're losing or we're going to quadruple. And then we have this round. Another 5v3. You can't make it up. m0NESY runs out and dies. m0NESY choke gene is a real thing as well. And then Safe gets a kill on B. Look at the minimap. Look at the minimap. Exit runs away with the bomb, which Bates kicks in to push the smoke. And he's dead. MIBR had a 3v5, and they don't lose a player until there's one guy left. And now he has to retake B against an op. Good fucking luck, buddy. There's just no chance. There's just no chance. And MIBR hit 21. By the grace of God, Falcons wins the next round. It looks like Nico is slightly warming up. Maybe if we get to quadruple OT, we can pull it over the line, okay? And then this round happens. Magisk Molly, dead. m0NESY, dead. They pop out apps. Unfortunately for Falcons, they're not MIBR. They have to try and win a 3v5 retake. But this is a team. This team is crumbling. They don't got anything left, man. Safe picks Nico. Grenade kill on Tessez. Kicks in 1v5. This is where it hits. Just like that. Falcons major run ended in the second goddamn round. I don't know what to say. This is unlike any choke I have genuinely ever seen. It wasn't, like I said earlier, it wasn't just like a one choked map where you're up a bunch. They had to come back in this map 3. But considering the context, they should never be here in the first place. You're the second best team in the world. And then you manage to come back to OT. We go to double OT in that 5v3 post plant on B. That throw was unbelievable, but not only that, they follow it up with another throw in 5v3. Literally just a few rounds later. This team crumbled under the pressure, man. Nico's major curse at this point is absolutely real. You cannot tell me otherwise. I just can't believe it. The good news for us, guys, at the end of the day, it couldn't have happened to a better organization. So for as heartbroken as I am that m0NESY and Nico won't be on the stage, for as unbelievable and ginormous this complete choke was, at least Falcons were the team that it happened to. You know what I'm saying?